two, and how we doing? We back, baby. I'm back, baby. Yep, episode 2 after a brief break in the series after, of course, the much anticipated episode 1. How y'all doing? Tex y'all's American, and we just kind of sit here and talk about stuff, or more or less, you hear what I talk about in my head, and I don't know. I guess you listen to it or something. Put it on and go to sleep. I would if it wasn't my voice. A lot of times I go to sleep listening to stuff. You know, that English dude who reads the New Testament is legit on YouTube. Something about an English voice, and that's coming from an Australian. So, you know, props where it's due. Although it ain't due in very many places. But we got a lot we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. I hope, at least. I don't know. Take you on this little venture called What's Tex Think in his head on a normal Saturday. It's good to just decompress every now and then, take a seat, and then just kind of let your mind at ease, you know? Talk to yourself in your old bedroom, which you've now turned into an office, or you call an office. I guess more like a studio. Desk, computer, camera, cats chilling, dogs chilling over there. Anyway, anyway, we got a few things we're gonna talk about. One, I was just happened to be driving to visit my mom here recently. She lives in Florida. So as I was coming back from Florida back here to Tennessee, I saw a sign. Obviously, it's the interstate. But this was a government sign. It wasn't like a billboard or election thing or whatever. It was a green. You know how you know it's when the state government made it, because it's like green and it gives the exit or food or gas or whatever mile marker, whatever it is, right? But this sign had a very different message I haven't seen before in any other state. I've been to quite a few states. Um, it said, "Hey ho, off you go." And that was it. And like the writing was in like a logo text, something you would see on like Microsoft PowerPoint back in the day or something. Like it was just green background, and then in white it just said, "Hey ho, off you go." And I thought, huh, like I love it. Don't get me wrong, I'm a fan. But it got me thinking, who has that job, right? And where can I get in on some of that pie? Who's who's got the 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, going into work sweating what he's gonna put on a government sign on the border, talking about thanks for coming or whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, how long do they give him for a project like that? Do they all say, "Hey Jason, look, we got 3 signs we need to put up in the next month, and we need you to take care of what they're gonna say and how they're gonna look. We'll do the rest." And he's kind of looking around and looking at the ground, and he doesn't know. And I mean, I bought 3. I mean, he's like, "I know you can do it. I believe in you." You feel me? Nah. 3, maybe it's 4 a month, 1 a week or something. But come on, man. I mean, who's sitting around in the room and they're like, "All right, we gotta get someone on this who really knows this stuff. Let me call Carla. Carla calls Terry. Terry calls Paula. Boom. They find out there's like a sign whisperer or something. Like, he goes around from state to state. He's like a legend and a myth, but he will give you the best government goodbye sign in the nation. Maybe in the whole Northern America. I mean, I've seen some pretty good ones in Mexico, but I just really want to get in on that. And how many people have that job? Like, you're telling me Homeboy's getting paid 50, 60 grand a year. Well, maybe not. Yeah. Well, these days, shit. Shouldn't have said that. 50, 60, something like that. Fully covered insurance, family and all, benefits, 401k, the whole nine. To come up with signs to say, "Hey ho, off you go." Like, come on, man. And I'm out here, slave to the grind, baby. I'm banging floors every day in the heat. No AC. Not well, 10% of the time or something. But I mean, goodness gracious, I need to get in on that. So if maybe someone could get back to us about that. Maybe if the word gets out, I could have the sign whisperer on the show. So, check it out. Look into it. John, you want to look into it, bro? Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Call yep. Yeah. Well, have her people get with my people. We're on the air here. All right. Yeah. Big production over here at the trailer park. Me, the cat, and the wall, and big dog right here. So yeah, we got quite a production crew in the background here. Multiple cameras, and that's why we switch shots throughout the show so often, is because there's so many cameras. And I thought, well, if we've got that many of them, we might as well use them. So we looked them all up, and yep, they're working great. It's definitely not just like a special webcam recording thing I got off of Amazon. It's definitely not just that, if that's what you're thinking. Nor a microphone I paid like $40 for from a pawn shop. Yeah, it's definitely not those things. So that's what you thought all this was. If you thought this was just a 20-inch 2011 Mac, then it's definitely not that. Yeah, definitely not that going on here at all. Big giant productions going on here. But yeah, another thing. How is it that we've had vehicles, automobiles, roughly 100 years now, so a century of history has had automobiles being changed and developed every year more and more, especially in the past 20 or something, I'd say. I don't know, they all got computers and stuff now, but how is it that we haven't figured out a door yet that doesn't halfway close? Feel me? How is it that we have 2022s out there and they still don't shut all the way if you don't push them hard enough? We've got bloody flying cars. We've got Teslas doing like 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds. The whole inside is just like a computer. They can drive themselves. But hey, God forbid you don't put an extra more pound or two of pressure in your push, and guess what? It ain't closed. The bloody door isn't closed. As I say that, I think, well, they are Teslas. It wouldn't surprise me if they actually do have doors that do that. So, maybe someone look into that. Because if they don't, I think I'm giving old Elon a phone call. You know what I mean? Getting it trademarked first. Just the idea of it. I'm not even getting the actual thing trademarked, the mechanism that would actually make the door close. I just trademarked the idea. I'm an idea tradesmarksman. Yep. Sniper. Yeah, rowdy. So there's that. Again, just to reiterate there, we have vehicles that can literally drive into the water and turn into boats. And then they can get onto the shore and drive again. And if there's a long enough bloody straightaway right in front of them, they can put wings out and fly 'em. But we can't make don't cut all the way. I'm a little disappointed in you, civilization. You have anything to say for yourself? So anyway, you know what's crazy? I don't know why I even wear the headphones. I don't. It started to hurt my ear because of these bloody glasses. And don't get on them. Don't get on them. Yeah, they're granny specials. Yeah, they're Barbara specials. Yeah, they're Martha specials. I'm not going to deny that. Okay? See that? Solar shield. It is literally a shield of the solar. For real though, I guarantee y'all not an ounce of light is getting in these babies. And I wear them fervently every day, all day, every day. I get some, you'd be surprised, I got some compliments on them. Because they are pretty different. But I have really, really squinty eyes. Me and the sun don't get along in that department. Me and the sun do. Me and my guy right here. We get along just fine. But the sun, you know, the UV ray one, yeah, we don't get along. Although I don't really burn, I tan a lot of the time, so that's good, you know. I guess working outside all the time will do that, but I don't really get burnt. And if it is, it's just like red for a day and then it's tan. But yeah, so anyway, these are Martha specials, and I do have very squinty eyes already, so these help quite a bit. I mean, I know I look like a blind dude, but you know, it is what it is. They help out a lot, and they look pretty cool. If you ask me, I look kind of like Willy Wonka or something, but like you know, a fly Willy Wonka, a a a ballin' Wonka, ballin' Wonka. Yep, text the ballin' Wonka. Yep, we love to play around here. We love to play. We love to play. But so well, at first I thought if I ever, you know, meet another person, yeah, just another person, who refuses to take what I give him. Like for instance, okay, I'm gonna start my conversations from here on out with anyone that I don't know that I spend at least give or take 20 to 25 minutes per week, right? In a little plastic box that sits in the sun. And you know what people go to do there. Feel me? So I want to see if they're still interested in speaking to me after that. And if they are, good. I mean, I really just two birds, one stone, because if they're willing to continue to talk to you after they know that about you, I mean, they're pretty cool. They gotta be pretty cool, evidently, you know? But if they're not and they walk away, you know, I don't know, though. I don't know how that would work out. I do want to try it, though. You know, at a job site or something. And I mean, you doing baseball or something? Yeah, we doing the trim, doing the base. Oh, right on, cool. Yeah, I spend about 30 minutes a week in a porta-john. Alright, you know? And that's a dude who's used to it. You know, what about if you're at the bakery or something? Hey, man, I spend 20 minutes a week in a little plastic thing that people use the bathroom in the hot sun. Cool. You know? Quite personally, if I was presented with some information like that, I would feel the exact same. You know? So, I don't know, something to think about. You know, we had a porta-john yesterday over in North Chap. And some of them have, like, the schedule, like the maintenance schedule. You know, like, they'll show every week or whatever. We check this is clean, we check this is clean, we check this, whatever. This one had about 30 spaces. And I'm not lying to you. Okay. The very first space was signed 85. Like 1985, right? Which would mean, of course, that there's 37 years worth of people, you know, going there to relieve themselves in this little box. And wow, you know? I mean, that's 10 years older than me, you know? 37 years worth of people having to relieve themselves in there. And I got to, you know what I mean? It was on my job site. So you do the math, you know? Another cool thing about Porta Johns is the gangbangers that like tag, you know, the crap box. You know, because that's got to be paying some serious homage to your gang, right? Yeah, there's some serious respect in that set. Oh yeah, man, they got some respect on these streets. Yeah, man, I see them in like every Porta John. Like they got some serious turf. You know what I mean? And then like there's other, you know, bangers who like cross it out. You know what I mean? Right there, set or whatever. It's like this is a Porta John player. What happens? I'd be interested to see. I've never seen it. You know, I've been in construction about 10 years, 9 years. Uh, how is it when one of them cross paths with the other one? You know what I mean? Do they have to instantly get down because they're both claiming that turf, that set, that John? Oh, you alright, King? You good? King. You alright, sweetheart? My bloody cat just rolled off of the table. But you landed on your feet, right? That's like y'all's thing. You alright? Come here, King. Yeah, you good. You good. Alright, well, wow. There's always something going down here at the trailer, baby. Oh, drop my slide. Yeah, alright. Well, I'm glad you're alright, sweetheart. She was teeter-tottering a little bit. I mean, she was doing the thing where she's like goes to one side on her back and like rolls the other side on her back. And I remember I was looking at her and kept thinking, careful there. You know what I mean? Because she is a cat. Usually they don't really do that, but she just rolled right off of the table in her sleep. So, poor Keen. You good, girl? You straight? You straight. She's just a little mad at herself right now. And I don't blame her. Another thing. Concrete chicks are built different. Absolutely different. Never in my life. You know what I mean? Like, you want to see a spectacle? Go see a concrete chick getting down out there. It is nuts. I mean, they're just built different. Name another woman you know another woman that uses the Porta John on the daily, right? I know, back to the Porta Johns, but for real, I can't name one woman in my life that would use a Porta John in any situation. You know what I mean? And I don't blame them. You feel me? I really don't. I mean, they're disgusting. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I would not want to fight a concrete chick, straight up. You know what I mean? And I'd be willing to say that uh, they run that crew a lot of the time. They're ballers, man. I mean, they get down like concrete. I think the only one hard and banging hardwood flooring all day is the concrete. Other than that, I mean, we're top of the ladder, baby. You know what I mean? We're apex predators. We're not making a couple cuts with the twin and putting the baseboard in. You know what I mean? We're working in houses, banging out thousands of feet of hardwood floors without AC a lot of the time. So anyway, of course, a painter's gonna disagree, a framer's gonna disagree, a roofer's gonna disagree. But I don't think anyone would disagree with the concrete though. Concrete's got to be like, oof. man, that's rowdy. Only in the summer though. I mean, the winter time it's kind of even between us and them. You know what I mean? But although I don't know, they also get the outside luxury of having air. You know, we're blowing fans that are just repeating the hot air. So yeah, repeating. They're talking. The fans are speaking. They're repeating. Repeating the hot air. uh, that takes me back to third grade spelling bee, Miss Holland's class, and we were doing one of them. You know, probably about 30 kids in the class or whatever. And we were doing one of them where everyone's standing up, and she gives you a word, and you spell it out, and if you get it wrong, you sit down, and then if you get it right, you keep standing up. You know what I mean? Uh, anyway, it got to me, and just so we're clear, all right, I'm silver medal, 2-time silver medal fourth grade spelling bee winner, right? I know how to spell. That's my thing. You know what I mean? I still watch. I saw that chick win it the other night. I was very happy for her. She looked very happy. She got a bunch of money and the spelling bee. What's it called? Zigley's or something? Spelling bee or something like that? Spoonie spelling bee or something like that? Anyway, it's fun to watch. I used to love it. And then they're like writing on the back of the little card thing with their finger. You know what I mean? You're not allowed to like write a pencil on it. I don't know if they still let them do that, but oh, the cat's back. You good now, Keen? And they're like, can you use it in a sentence? What country of origin is it from? What language is it from? Or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, the buck gets to me, and I'm excited because this is your boy's time to shine. I don't shine in a whole lot of stuff, you know what I mean, in school. History I was good at, but math, whatever. Anyway, so it gets to me, and the word is open, right? And I'm so filled with excitement that I say things a little quickly, because it's my turn. Everyone's watching, like it's a big deal. You know what I mean? This third grade spelling bee. And it gets to me, and I knew it straight away. OPEN, right? But I said it so quickly that it sounded like OPN, right? Because the end of the letter P ends in E. P. You know what I mean? So I said OPEN, and it sounded like I didn't stop between the P and the E. So instead of OPEN, I said OPEN. And she goes, you know how they do it when you get it wrong and go, ding! She rang out a little bell, and I was like, what are you talking about? I just said it right, OPEN. And she was like, no, you said OPN. I'm like, man, come on, man. How, you know what I mean? That's dirty, Miss Holland. Dirty. She did me dirty, man. I remember that. And it was the first round. So, like, only 1 or 2 people had sat down. This was a classic, like, time in the Hall of Fame history. This is a big deal right now. Right? I just got sat on the first round. Right? That's going to go down in the books. I bet they talk about it today. I bet they still talk about it today. But for real, I couldn't believe it. I tried to plead my case. And even this chick who sat up front forgot her name. What's her name? Aubrey or something? Casey? I don't know. Anyway, she was sitting closest to Miss Holland, right? She, of course. Yeah, teacher's pet, right? And she goes, no, you said OPN. And I'm like, you were sitting closest to Miss Hall, and I'm back here. You feel me? How does that work? But whatever. It is what it is, man. I don't want to say I'm bitter about it, and I did make a comeback the next year, and that was by the way, that was 4th and 5th grade spelling bee. Not just 4th grade. That was 4th and 5th. Your boy has silver medal, right? I wonder what got me on that one. What was the word I missed on that one, I wonder? I'll think of it. Anyway, silver medal. Actually, it was silver ribbon. But I think I had a purple one, too. I got a purple ribbon. I don't know. I can't remember what that one was for. Anyway, second, 2 times second place, fourth grade spelling bee. Champ. Champ. Walked away like that. Like that. What's up? No, everything cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, ain't no big deal. It was pretty cool, though. It was very cool, actually. And then, to top it off, all of the, they had like first, second, and third place ceremonies for the spelling bees that year for every grade. It was K through 8th. You know what I mean? Anyway, I think it was like a pep rally or something. I don't remember what it was, but anyway, so that was nice. That was a nice day. It was a nice day in history. I don't think I'll ever forget it. I really don't. Kind of makes me want to go watch highlights. Can you watch highlights of a spelling bee? The Spoonie spelling bee or whatever it's called? Because, I mean, they're not necessarily highlights. I mean, they're not good plays, right? One person, or one girl rather, won out of like 1,000 people. I don't know what the highlights would be in that. It's not like they could make good plays. You know what I mean? Or maybe there is. I don't know. But I'd be curious to know what the word was for her to win it. I bet it was something crazy like nuts. Some long random word for some native language no one's ever heard about. Be pretty cool. Be pretty cool. Rowdy. Going to a little concert tonight, hopefully, at least. That's the plan. It's actually not 98 degrees outside for once, so that's nice. But it should be a good time. It's an outside concert. It's at a local ranch. Gonna put the old snakeskins on, the rhinestones on. Go kick it a little bit. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh yeah, Booger McFarland. Don't know how I made it this long without being introduced to this dude. I mean, we're talking, I don't know, a couple months ago, right? But I remembered it and thought, oh, well, I'll talk about it. But a man's, you're on a talk show and you're talking about sports, and he's an incredible athlete. I'm aware. But I don't know if I'd want my nickname to be on the talk show like they're presenting him as Booger McFarland. You feel me? And like that's not endearing, I always got called Texas. I had people called I don't know, Swift, nicknames, cool ones. But I don't know if I'd be riding with Booger. That's I don't know about Booger. That just ain't gonna go for me. And who started that? You know what I mean? Who started up the Booger campaign? Who saw him playing and was like, he's so good, we should start calling him Booger. You feel me? Like, I don't understand where the endearment is in Booger. I'm struggling with that one. I'm sure there's a logical reason or, you know what I mean, cool story he has to make it to where that's what he's called is Booger, and there's a reason for it. But man, I can't ride with that. Even if it was, my son one day playing football or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, hey, that's Booger K. That's Booger Kenworthy right there." No. I'm gonna stop that real quick. Hey, buddy, did you just call my son a booger with my family name on the end? Like, you know what I mean? Maybe it was something that like his rival started or something. They were like, oh, rival school every year. You know what I mean? They play him and they're like, man, we just don't like him so much. We're just gonna call him Booger McFarland, and it stuck. Booger put fear in the eyes of his opponents. You feel me? Rowdy. Rowdy. Oh, Booger Bug. Yeah, that's a good one. Someone's gonna have to hook me up with the answer on that too. Hook me up with the answer to all these questions if you would, and if you can. Uh, that would be cool. I'd love some answers on this stuff. It would be great. It would be great. With that being said, I think that's kind of gonna do it. Yeah. Well, oh, there is that one thing I want to do, but I think I'm gonna edit that into the beginning of this or right after this. So y'all have a blessed weekend. It's still the weekend. Have a blessed week. Thank you for watching episode 2. A little 30 minutes of rambling. And that's what you get over here. You get high quality rambling, baby. That's what we're all about. Everything we do, highest quality. Feel me? So, y'all have a blessed one. You know what I mean? Keep safe. Be good.